But here we go, it's going to be the El Clasico of Highlander. It is SDCK starting off in the red, Feila eSports off in the blue. We're going to this first Proot mid-fight. Immediately I'm seeing Brian just getting himself up on the battlements area, looking for someone to beat. No one's speaking too much at the moment, but he does hit the first headshot onto Buddy. He's going to take him out of the fight for this mid-fight. It's going to allow Feila to flood onto the point. Jackie Legs has gone in behind. He's going to get chased down, taken out by Kanga while it's happened, and a good mid-fight overall for Feila.
Yeah, not a bad showing. Still a couple late stragglers going back to point, trying to get for some more damage, and it's actually working quite nicely. Tractor Heavy for 3 kills, T-Bone cleaning up. Coming in this slot of Garden Fungus, of course, on power from days past at this point, I guess. But, I mean, we know T-Bone, he's not a new player either, so I guess unsurprisingly doing well. Cleans up big time and looking good on that front. Claims his mid-fight back quite quickly, and all of a sudden, like you were talking, it looked pretty good. It just turned around in an instant, just with one last little push by Pyron Heavy.
Yeah, couldn't quite get into that body of players, and now that Uber's actually going to come out for both sides on the flank. It looks like a better trade for Feila, actually. Dixos and Jackie Legs both going down. Buddy bored on all week. May's going to get chased as well. DKZ will probably just about get out of there, but he doesn't have too much support. Great attempt by Buddy just to defend his medic and put his body on the line, but Arantra is in. Lands one rocket, a little bit of splash onto DKZ, but DKZ does scatter out of there. So Jackie Legs immediately thinking about going back in, but just delays, just strafes away. And Feila do have point control back, but I don't think it's going to be long before SDCK are walking back in here.
Alright, well, keeping it close at least. Feila back on point, trying to get this fighter back to their opponents a little bit. Set up with me, get themselves set up. Waiting for the push. The push doesn't wait for them though. They're already in before they really set up whatsoever. Everyone's over the point right away. Dixos with big damage over the point. Jackie is cleaning up in the meantime. You do those players going deep on their part as well, but it forces the Uber, gets most of Feila down as well. And what little they have, they need to make sure they actually get out safely live as well. Sniper's not making it easy, but Matt's getting back at least to the dispenser. Point's not there. Cap territory just yet, and they're not letting them escape either. Sniper, Scout, both peeking deep, getting a kill each, but most importantly, the Matt is the one that does go down. However, you can play that game while it's looking overall much better on the side of the red team. And she still sneaks in there, gets the medic, gets the demo man, and with better spawns on there for them, maybe you can still sneak this point away after all is said and done.
Impressive just how fast, as soon as Layla went down, you could see Joe and Arentria, it was like they were on a trampoline. They just spring themselves forward, land themselves on DKZ, and they're getting aggressive across the point again. There's not too much support once more for DKZ. It's been this problem quite a lot. Joe's going to take an arrow on the point. He's going to have Arentria follow in, and that's a great collapse from Feila, just landing on top of everyone stuck in that valley area for SDCK. They're even going to spawn camp Dixos. Arentria taking him out as soon as he comes through that telly. And at the moment, the aggression from Feila is really something to deal with for SDCK. They're really, really struggling.
Yeah, it's keeping it close halfway through each timer. Really, really close forward. It's worth. Layla head on Eva, puts them in a good spot. And we're wondering what they might be holding. Looks like Feila is just chilling behind the point, pretty passive for the most part. Let the opponents aggress, and they're taking whatever space they can on the flank, peeking forward very aggressively, take as much space as is given to them. But quick rotation, Feila might be sitting back. They're still reacting very nicely to what's going on here. Do try to take position away on the flank while it's still possible. Not give them all the space for free over here. Spot out whatever they can. Take on the soldier in the meantime as well. Just a matter of how they respond to that now. Just didn't want to fight on the flank on red, but with people coming up only a second now, I guess it's best to avoid the fighting while they can. Feila knows that though. They're hunting down this medic. Joan going deep, gets that kill as well. They had him read, they're completely right on it. And it might just work out brilliantly for them. A couple late deaths still hurt, but it's nothing too crazy. Demo engine going down, but they're getting everything for it.
Yeah, I think we've sized up where the Joe zone is on this map now on Proot, and him going super deep, taking out DKZ. But again, yeah, just at the moment, Buddy is really struggling to get into this game. Just seems to get punished every time. There's now some picks, so Feila have to be careful here. They probably have to give up the point. They're looking to continue to fight, but Walker's just walking into a sightline of Likey. Layla is preserving herself for now. They're trying to block a little bit. SDCK are not utilizing this player advantage to superly go aggressive into this Feila team, but they have been able to muscle their way back onto the point at least.
Alright, all important points on the line, even if this is just the first round. Any single point at the end of this match can matter, and with Corp being the way it is, there's a very quick way to just lose single point margins very quickly if you don't watch out every single round on the way there. So this first one already could matter quite a lot. Uber's coming for John, wants his point back quick, big damage being hit, everyone bunched up on SDCK. Uber coming out very late, but they're still popping anyway. It's gonna make it so hard to catch anyone with this. Yawn goes down, and that might be all she wrote. Nothing else going down at the hands of SDCK. Point will turn blue. There's still a bit of a fight back, but DQZ has to survive this one, or they won't have any last chances left.
Rantry, he might take out Buddy as well. He's now dominating him. Soldier on demo domination. Walker was just going forward, taking the hills, getting tanked by Layla. Deekers is having to walk onto the point with Clark and Jackie Legs, the only people just about keeping it alive, but there's too many Feila bodies. They're going to take the first round pretty convincingly.
Yeah, that's going to be 1 round to Feila. Also worth mentioning, guys, we didn't really talk about it. DQZ is, of course, a mainstay on this team in a way, right? He's been here plenty of times. He's not their main medic, however. Gedu also not present today. And that puts them now 1 round down all of the sudden. Like I said earlier, 2 rounds down already would lose you a single point for just being not winning enough, basically, for getting it to too close a game. Can still get all 3 though if you still just run away 3-1 on SDCK, so it's not too big a loss just yet. Puts you in an awkward spot though. Can't afford to lose anything else at this rate. Going in already, Kanga leading the charge, gets just in on point cleanly. In the meantime, however, also Brian on the medic. Hitscan class is popping off on the side of Feila. I have to watch out for a little bit there, but one lonely engineer in the back is not going to cut it. One last ditch effort bombs coming through the rockets, not quite enough. Yawn gets the kill, Kanga set up for them. Beautiful stuff out of the side of Feila. Long mid fight. They still have basically no cap time.
Yeah, I mean, like he's starting to warm up at the moment. A run trait is just doing everything for Feila. He's creating so much space, doing so much damage. They're trying to play on the point, waiting for arrows, but everyone's just going to get taken out by Dixor peeking onto it. Both teams have lost quite a few though. DQC going down as well. Aruntra is in the backline. He's creating more chaos. It lands on top of the Pyro T board on this time, but Feila will be happy with this. They've got the cup in their favour. They've got Layla with a full Uber advantage, just sat nice and safe inside that dispenser. Yawn, the Pyro alongside her. SDCK going to look to walk back into the point, but the Uber's out now.
Yeah, trying to see what they can chase. They were already going down off the beam. Couldn't even get to the combo in time. Helps a lot already. Lacks a lot of damage on the Uber charge itself with just the Pyro chasing people down. Get the Demo Man on their own part, and that's about it. At least the point stays blue for the time being. But with how late they cap to begin with, this is still not really like a good lead on any metric. Behind on Uber now, most importantly, this is what's really gonna matter long term. SDCK already re-aggressing towards the point, getting people on the cap itself. A couple air blasts coming out as well, but just trading back and forth. I don't think it's going to cut it for Feila anymore. About to lose the point here very quickly. A couple pipes missing the target barely, but the Spy strikes in the meantime. Gets every single building and the medic. No one's reacting in time to any of that happening. And it was looking really dire for a second, but the Spy in the backline comes out clutch. John from respawn barely back in time as well to just get a bit more damage across the point. Clean up for his teammates. Puts them in such a better position all of a sudden. And in no time at all, this turnaround pretty quickly.
Oh, Feila have been winning these damage trades across the point, but this time Joe is cheekily launched forward by Jackie Legs into that heavy minigun before the Uber can come out, and it's kind of a wasted Uber at the end of the day for Feila. SDCK looking to put their foot to the pedal immediately. Buddy going forward, he gets Kanga, but he's taken out. Nice reflect by Yawn. It's able to trade out. They're losing a lot of players here, Feila, for it, but they do have the faster respawns, so they might even be able to push off this Demo Man pick.
Alright, things are warming up a little bit for SDCK. Not too far behind this round to bring this one back, especially once again with Uber advantage. As long as no disaster strikes at the hand of the Rat Medic once again, maybe they can bring this one back finally all the way around, but not to be too much of a deterrent. Feila still puts up a lot of bodies forward. Once you just see this Uber be used in some capacity, then Cap alone will have to do it here. Not much damage ringing out, but they're popping Uber to get them off the cap, and with Layla dying, this is all but worth it for the side of SDCK. Point stays red, they're staying ahead on the charge, everything's looking up for the reigning champions.
Really unfortunate for Layla just getting stuck in front of that little house area on the point as the Uber came in. Absolutely no chance of her escaping once she's in that position, and Jackie Legs is looking to create some chaos, but just doing a fake bomb as he will often do, just get himself out of there, preserve his life. He's going to duel with that Rantre, he's going to lose that, even though the health pack below him wasn't enough to keep him alive. But he's now getting launched as well. Raylan's in for a pick. Doesn't quite get him down, but everyone's quite weak on the SDCK side. Quick arrow up to Buddy is going to take him back into the fight as the Captain starts to come in for Kanga. Dixos is taken out in the meantime, but Buddy gets Yawn back. Rantry in, taking out May. They're getting across the point here. Kanga's looking to go deep, but doesn't get any significant frag onto SDCK. They've given up the cap there, but they'll know with the player advantage they'll be taking it back quickly.
Alright, so far so good. Keeps us alive, but a little bit of time lost, not big deal if you can trade it back this quickly, and most importantly, have the position on point during the next exchange. Any time wasted just fighting invincible players against each other on the cap that's long already red by this point, just benefiting the team that's already on point very much. So looking good going to this next engagement. Let eating so much damage early. We'll have to use quite quickly. Not a much worse Uber in that regard. However, look at the damage all around the invincible people. Brilliant stuff by Soldier, Demoman to just get all this damage across, and there's just no way out. There's no one to defend the Medic anymore. They're all dead long ago at this point. Medic will fall most of the rest of the team on Feila at this rate, alongside her as well. And SDCK looking ready and primed to take this round, having a good advantage going into the last 30 seconds. Always the ace up the sleeve now to just fall back, get the supercharge, push back in if they have to, but I mean, look at what they're holding. They want to stay on point and not give this thing up one more time.
That was absolute farm for Buddy, just taking that Uber trade aggressively into that bunch up combo on flank. Big bomb in from Arantre, doesn't find much other than he just found a Lakey that could prove pivotal, but Layla's gone down very, very low. She's going to have to wait for some heals from either Dispenser or Pack, but she's braving it out. She's having to tank Walker. Arrows coming out onto him, but it's not going to be enough. They have to send on the cap Feila. They just don't have enough health, enough presence, enough players to fight the cap, and there we go. SDCK bring a round back.
And not bad at all. Took them around a round and a half now to get into the swing of things, but they are getting there now. We're seeing SDCK exactly how they want to look like. Everything's working out brilliantly so far. The mid-fight should start going well now. From the get-go, we might have just a clean sweep at our hands at this stage. Maybe Feila can still fight back on the one thing that clearly did go better so far. Maybe the snipes alone will already bring that difference. No soldier bombs inside anytime soon on these mid-fights will help out tremendously. Brian just dictating the pace of the round here right from the get-go. Try to get some bodies in deep already in Feila, just stacking up the points, see what they can get away with. Trade a couple numbers here, however, at the end, and that might just be a big deal breaker. However, Raylan, we're talking about the sniper, the spy in the end, getting the brilliant kill on the medic. That is still just not enough, I don't think. I mean, they're getting the cap, but they can't really stay here with this many people down.
Unlucky for Brian, surfing up on the roof, trying to keep himself alive with a sliver of health, but the rocket from Jackie Leg is able to just snipe him across the map. He's going to get taken out. As you say, Feila now, they have 100% in hand, they have an Uber ready to go. Looks like they're going to walk in from cliff. They've done this quite a few times so far this game, an interesting adaptation, just a little bit safer as an entrance, but they're going to use across the point on the left side. Don't really have eyes. DKZ is going to surf out of there nicely, but 2 frags for Joe in the Uber Buddy and Likey. Those are the 2 great classes to pick up, and with all the frags they've got onto the point here, surely they're going to go forward and take some more space, take a chase onto DKZ. They're actually on quick fix. Dr. my producer is pointing out to me, which is it's a bit of a funky choice.
Yeah, it's going to make the whole scenario play out very differently, because they will guaranteed get as quickly as they can, just really quick to get the supercharge up, but keeping people alive in the Highlander with this thing is very difficult all the time. As you can already see, my flashed in, instantly dies, Buddy falls right alongside them, gets the sniper a bit of a distraction, I suppose, but I mean, trading numbers evenly while you're popping what should be an supercharge effectively, right? Maybe it's just not enough. Better spawns coming out helps a little bit, but by the time they're ready to go really on the red team, Layla will have the super if they don't get anything going quick, and they're losing players in the meantime, so this waiting game is not going quite as expected. Charge is about ready. That moment down actually helps a lot, but again, you can just sit back, and as much as these people stay fairly healthy all the time, no one is ever fully buffed. There we go, but he finds it. That's exactly what they needed. This whole scenario would have been miserable otherwise, but all of a sudden it's just going exactly as planned. Ooh, however, Errantry in the sky turns away the heads from the spy on the ground and really just gets in uncontested while all looking up. I can understand fearing Errantry, but this much?
That was huge play from Rayleigh, just collapsing up. A little bit of a distraction from the rest of his team at the moment. Buddy is trying to hold back the point himself, and now he's that's the nuke from Buddy. Insane bomb. Arantra is looking to equalise, but he gets annihilated by Jackie Legs.
Sometimes you just have to show these new kids what's up, I guess. Which I guess doesn't even really work in Buddy's case, because he really is still also the new kid in a way, even though he's been here on SDCK for a couple seasons now, I suppose. But it's working out brilliantly for them. DuMmTm putting in the work, and all of a sudden, this is just going back and forth. No one's even getting much cap time at the moment. This is just trading back and forth immediately. SDCK still actually behind all of this a little bit, but ahead on Uber now should hopefully slow things down a little bit in their favor and put them on the point in a way that makes it difficult for Feila to approach once.
Yeah, we haven't seen them pull out this forward hold on the point too much so far this game. They've really struggled to set it up like they did in the grand final last season. That was so difficult to deal with, but now it seems to be working as well. They're looking to take the Uber out onto the cliff. Layla not sure exactly where she needs to leave, but she's going to run it straight into Mezzo's arms. He's going to oblige with that little butter knife kill. They're going to take Layla out. That's what they wanted, but he could go down here. He does, but they've got the value that they want, and they're really aggressing onto Feila on this cliff area. There's no safe space at the moment for Feila eSports.
Yeah, very clutch timing. Pyro was slightly out of position, and the scout was still respawning. There was no one that could get the mat out safely during any of this. SDCK far ahead now in this round. Couple late kills might help a lot, but they have a lot of catching up to do in Feila. Behind by about 40 seconds, behind by a lot of Uber as well. Lots of work to do, and they're already losing so many people just approaching the point. They get the cap, like Sam's bleeding on the timer, but the actual bleeding on numbers is just not ending at this point. That's a snipe and a stab, both at once. Combo in shambles on the side of Feila eSports. SDCK instantly takes the point back. They want to run down the last 40 seconds as soon as possible. This will get this going right away. DKZ with Uber in hands into the last few seconds of the round of Feila with nothing on the Uber charge.
Yeah, going to be difficult for this to work. They're probably relying on a drop. Narancho is going to launch himself in, but immediately just completely denied by T-Board. And nice little close range air shot. Jackie Legs comes in, takes out Layla. That's going to mean that any kind of long fight here is going to go SDCK's way. They're trying their best, Feila. They're walking in, but they're just walking straight into that Uber charge. Not even going to find too much with it, but it's going to do enough to rebuff people off the point. Raylin trying to do his best to just shoot people in the back lines, but no one else is going to get even close to capping, and now SDCK just need one more round.
Exactly, and then the game might already be moving to map too early. Well, it takes us 3 on the doorstep of the round, of the map, being last already. Was a bit of a rough start, but they're using all the time they have this match to just figure things out. Slowly but surely, and it looks like they have this all on lockdown now by the looks of it. Mid-fights still have been rough for them, however. Brian once again finds the first snap right away. Buddy down, puts him in a pretty rough spot right away. Traded out for scout kill as well. Sets you back quite a bit on the damage. Heavy will have to do a lot of work here, but while they're looking for the Heavy, the sniper comes in uncontested. Likey just moves up alongside the combo, and that's exactly all the damage they needed. Everyone's falling right away, and they can just take all of this point for free now.
Yeah, they've continued to go with this idea here, Feila just flooding on the point early on the mid-fight, and SDCK have just been happy to sit behind in their valley, absorb the damage. They've had several moments where a lot of them have just taken a lot of splash damage. That time is no different. DKZ went down to a very low amount of health, but he does just about live through it. They have an Uber ready to go now, SDCK on this point.
Have been looking good in advantage state, and the chase is on once again. They know what they want. They're going deep for these kills. Looks like this time around Layla might just escape. The spy behind not in position where they needed them to be. Still plenty kills in the meantime. Will waste at least a bit of time until Feila can really push up again, but with this Uber coming up still, you know what's really at stake right now on the side of SDCK. You know the Uber is inevitable any second now. That's really what we're waiting on. To have the sniper still peeking forward, hoping for an easy pick early. Not quite happening, but at least a scout kill helps a little bit here. But look at that, there's still people just constantly peeking in deep. Soldier as well, trying to take some damage in. Spy certainly in position to make a move right now. And well, if they're not moving in quick, the Spy will catch up with them. There we go, Mezzo already finds one. Brilliant one too, gets the sniper before the combo can make much happen. But this push will have to happen either way. They're never going to catch up otherwise, but we're getting blasted all over the map.
Yeah, SDCK were postured up on the flank while that was happening. It meant the Feila Uber, without that knowledge, wasn't particularly successful. They didn't find too much. They're now losing players as well. Joe's going to have to find some pipes. He gets one onto Jackie Legs. Don't know if that will be enough. I mean, they're going to have to wait for spawns, but they've already lost half their time for this round here, Feila.
Sets them back so far, half the round gone. Time we're never getting back. At this point, and with the Uber being as it is right now, it's looking pretty rough. The bombs are coming through. They're looking pretty threatening. We're doing good damage. But the medic in the dispenser is still left alive afterwards. Enough to take the point away at least. And that alone might just get the force out. But Layla is just so far forward and the air blasts are not there. How would they be? That's a heavy to scout. What are you air blasting? The bullets not happening in this game. Unfortunately, KritzKast class is continuing to do brilliant work for them all around the map. However, in the meantime, once again, Joe sneaks in just about enough damage to not just get the medic but the scout as well. It sounds like silver lining at this point, but it's still a long shot to make this back. EQZ with a long spawn gets them a little bit of advantage, but this little ad against this much of time deficit is going to be a tall order.
Yeah, it's tough at the moment. Orange is in again. I don't know if the play for DKZ is where to go. They're getting damage down, but no one is able to follow up with any cap time, and they've lost a lot of those combat classes for this next fight. So Joe and Layla are just going to have to back out of there. Just say they have a little bit of, well, they don't really even have any advantages to work with now. It's very, very tiny, and kind of a bit of a fail there from Feila. They're trying to muscle their way in through the flank now, trying to get aggressive onto Dixos. They're going to take him out, but May is just controlling the high ground, and they can't get any pushes onto the point yet.
Alright, here we go. Dickmann still down, hurts a lot on the chances, but we're trying to get Kaplan in the meantime anyway while waiting for the drone respawn. Stacks up enough for this to work out on the cap itself, but as so often, they're getting the cap and then so many people are dead with delayed spawns, mind you, as well. There's just no way they can hold this whatsoever. Jones back on the beam, and that's badly needed now because Layla is still so far forward. They can't not use Diva at this point, and Medic was about to catch a lot of damage, and really, even with getting out unscathed pretty much, the damage has been done. Diva's gone, and it didn't do anything while SDCK just claims back this point, and the longer this game goes on, the more one-sided it became. SDCK completely running away with it by the end.
Here we go, map 2, coal planet. It's going to be Feila eSports in the blue, SDCK in the red, like immediately taking out the spy of Aurelian. Jackie Legs trying to go in. It's a lot of damage down onto that combo, bunch up on that battlements area. Everyone's just waiting for heals, so they're not going to come. Joe's going to get taken out by Lucky in the meantime, and SDCK have just taken all the space on the point. Everyone is still waiting for heals for Feila. I don't think they're going to come for this fight at least.
Okay, Ren almost just dies from respawn right away, almost about to lose the spy 1v1, but neither of them wants to really take it, just walk away invisibly in the end. Much more importantly on point though, SDCK does take the cap away pretty quickly. Feila have to start from the back, but Dickie's still weak. They have to watch out quite a bit. So is the sniper for that matter. That's a really big kill to have up your sleeve as well. Soldiers crashing in lobby as Feila trying to make the move across point, but SDCK meeting them nice and early. Just want them out of here. Surprisingly, John receives the super as well, pretty late. Can't really chase that deep either past the pyro sideline there, past the air blasts happening all around them. They're still trying to get some damage forward. Jorn's trying the best, but not a whole lot happening out of this one. Some snipes in the meantime might still make this happen. Lots of combo down in the end. Feila back on cap, try to just get the rest of the cap time going. And it's looking good this time around. They got enough kills during the whole Uber fight that there isn't a bunch of casualties on their part late. However, they're coming in right after I say that. The fight on point looks better, but everything afterwards still ends in a bunch of people dying. And much like we've seen before, they take point, they all die, and then the point turns red again, and this is just, what, a minute to 15 seconds point time traded so far. This math does not add up.
Yeah, no one was able to get onto Lakey at the tail end of that fight, and as you say, even though they had the players, they had space, they retook the cap briefly, but Lakey just wins that post-Uber situation alone, and at the moment they're trying to hold aggressive here. SDCK Dixos playing that head blitz very, very close. They're going to take an Uber straight into him. It's going to be better flashes actually for SDCK. They're just keeping it on Buddy, keeping it on Dixos. Jorn goes down in the meantime. That's the only casualty until Brian is able to find Clark, but now the collapse onto point is coming in. Layla dies to a mini sentry. Somehow Clark just creating absolute chaos in the middle of all this, and SDCK stats looking strong on this point.
Looking good, yeah. As soon as the kill for Brian came in, at the same time, instantly everyone on SDCK just collapsed all around Feila from all directions. Beautiful stuff to get them shut down on that fight towards the point, not giving up an inch of the map. Keeping the point red, nice. Simple as that, but now they have nothing to lose, right? They're behind on Uber, just throw your bodies in point, see if any of this works out as well. Everyone in at once, but they're all taking the same damage. Buddy is just farming the damage numbers right now. I want to know what his game sounds like right now with damage sounds turned on, probably. Couldn't hear a thing, I would imagine, and that's just brilliant for them right then and there. Everyone's going down once again, and Uber already up with DKZ while Layla just barely even respawns.
Yeah, looking a little bit uncoordinated at the moment, Feila. They're thinking about grouping it up, but Brian gets backstabbed because he has no one supporting him on that bats, while everyone is still coming in from the respawn. They're out through the telly now, thinking about where they want to move in from, thinking about maybe a sack wave, because there is that Uber up. Jackie Legs might get caught. No, he does, like a magician, get himself out of every situation, and Feila are going to try and walk in, but they've forgotten about this red Uber. May is going to take it deep. They're going to farm everyone. Arantria, one last attempt to go in. Raylin and Brian, only players alive. Raylin will survive the round just about, but not going to get anywhere close to the point, and only that 15 seconds of cap time the whole round.
Yeah, well, you heard my prediction, so we'll see if I can be proven wrong, but SDCK looking unstoppable at this point. Like I said, they just needed like a minute of warm-up time, see how Feila really is playing tonight, and then they just immediately had this on download right away, and continuing on to be their game for now. However, Snipe on mid helps right away as well on the flip side. Maybe it brings this one a little bit back in their favor, but everyone peeking point takes so much damage. Heavy doing so much work, finally taken down incredibly late, still down on numbers big time. Mezzo behind, while all looking forward for Heavy, and Sniper can't really watch the spy in the meantime as well, and Mezzo's just farming forward in return. Sojourn comes on his way, no, why did it turn around for the spy? The bomb just comes in and just does the rest of the damage. It's all working out in every single step of the way for SDCK.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was anything they could have done to get themselves out of there. Joe and Layla, it was just them against the world, as it so often seems to be on this Feila side, but that time it was literally 9 SDCK players facing them down. It looks like they're going to try and go for a cheeky, aggressive Uber here. SDCK, they're going underneath the Feila battlements. They're going to try and wrap in behind. Feila have spotted them this time, but the Uber's still coming in onto Buddy and May. Everyone's bunched up in the corner for Feila. They're trying to dodge out of their. Mezzo gets some frags, but actually at the end of the day they don't find too much. But yeah, the collapse, everyone's just kind of getting separated, dying one by one. Dixhorse is really super aggressive onto the battlements area, and no one can there's really nowhere to hide at the moment for Feila.
There really isn't. They can try, but they will get chased down every step of the way. It looks like so far a little bit of fight now left in them still. They have the advantage after all. You'd think that helps a lot, but we'll see how this actually push towards points look like. For now, they're giving them a lot of this, so not a lot of hard work they need to do to get the point back, but I'm sure this will not get any easier from here. Once DKZ has his Uber, they will be back right away. Already claimed 1 minute out of this timer. Still 2 to get right after the spawns come in, I suppose, and by the looks of it, it's not gonna waste too much time anymore. Feila really needs to have a huge comeback this round. It's looking dire for the rest of this one. Kanga going down early does not help the situation much as well, but now the numbers are back up. The Uber's up for SDCK. This is when the action really starts, already working up to point a little bit, seeing if they can maybe just get some quick half time, force them out with presence alone, and that works out pretty nicely. Feila will respond just quickly as the red team appeared on there and have the Uber charge ready for it as well. Slightly better one on red, not by much at all though. Can keep the position with it at the very least. Not a bunch of damage coming out of it, however. Actually finds himself down on numbers for a little while there, but is that enough for Feila to bring this one back? They're trying to get the late kills there, but like you said, there's a bit of discoordination going on. The scout in alone on the heavy will not work out. Bomb by Buddy on the medic. Not enough fall damage, I'm afraid. Layla will lift the sandwich. Hits up right away. The scout's trying to clean up as well, and the sandwich hits don't even matter.
Unlucky, just May. Smelling that Layla was weak, obviously he was calmed by Buddy, but he just following in, holding W, having that faith that he's going to be able to run in, take her out, and as I say, sandwich wasn't enough. May, with the meat shots, comes in, and now trying to walk their way onto the point here. DKZ is evacuating. Clark won't quite get out of there.
Not again.
While that's happening, Layla gets taken out by Mezzo. They're going to, I assume, wait for Layla to spawn before recapping here, but really not liking this setup. XC Red is on one flank, Walker's on the other. They're just going to end up being fed, and they might not even be able to cap here, Feila, because of it.
I was about to be optimistic as well about this aggression being kind of nice, and it actually might be what's needed to put some fear into SDCK for once. But they just tunnel vision so hard. The spy can come in the meantime uncontested, gets the damage going just fine, and now it's them on the offensive instead, and they know where the medic's hiding. Rockets are hitting pretty nicely, but the sniper can body block at least one of those. Brian takes one for the team, doesn't even die himself, actually. Gets both of them out alive. Mai once again, we know the damage is there, but the time isn't. Sniper, Scout both blocking from the medic, not letting that kill happen just yet. Actually terrifying on the other side as well. Entry gets close on that kill too. DQZ incredibly weak, but Raylan's not in there, and I'm afraid outside instead getting a different kill. That's still good, I guess, because every kill helps at this point to get out of spawn once and for all. Mind you though, in the meantime, while Ren was behind, the cap also did come through. They're all busy in lobby. This was about to be finished forward hold for a second there, but it looks like they realized the time. This thing is not red.
SDCK just defying the fact that people say you can't afford on this map, and Leila gets grated. She tries to drop down to a heavy, but May just meet shots her, and she dies to the accelerated full damage as well. That's an absolute tragedy at the moment. There's nowhere for her to play, just wherever she is, just a flurry of players descending on her. Now they're going to take the Uber SDCK onto the point. Mezzo's still lurking to find anyone who is backing up, and no one is able to get on the point themselves, and SDCK are looking damn dominant right here.
I mean, when they were on the offense, there was some signs of life, but that was happening like 20 seconds total this round, and they snuck away like a minute of captain with it in the end. So very little signs of life by Feila eSports. SDCK really just always on the move, never letting them really play their game the way they want to for all too long. Been working out brilliantly so far, and there's no signs of stopping just yet, unless no, they're just all in at once. Look at that mid-fight, they're just all going in whatsoever with everything they can, maybe a bit too much so as well. Having over the point, just tunnel visions the opponent's side a little bit too much there. Gets bombed in the meantime. Entry reaping the rewards in the end, but even that's not enough to really turn this around.
Yeah, just too much value from Jackie Legs' bomb. He found about 1 million damage down onto that right side. He's immediately respawned, immediately jumping down that flank already, but Feila haven't even got themselves back in action, haven't even got themselves healed back up for a re-push, and SDCK have taken control of the mid-fight, although Ubers are even this time at least.
Alright, back to the fight on point. We've seen this situation plenty times now this match, and every single time things are not working out so good for Feila. However, maybe now is the change of pace they need here. Still a lot of casualties on their part. Raylan coming in clutch, gets the medic while they're all trying to, and I guess also successfully killing most of the blue players approaching the point. While they are going down, the mat goes down in return. That might waste a lot of time, but it gets you in a position that might just get the cap back in your favor as well. Just have to watch out for whatever's lurking late here. Entry Kanga early to get those kills hunted down. However, do something in the meantime still here. Pyro will spawn now. Sniper Soldier still waiting to spawn as well. Looks like we're not waiting for those guys either. They just want the timer to be blue again. Feels so long ago that it happened. They just forgot about the spawns, I suppose, a little bit here. But I mean, what does SDCK care about their mistakes? They just take advantage of a team without a sniper for another few seconds, and look at that, instantly taking the mat down for it in return. Maybe they got a little bit ahead of themselves as well.
Yeah, Raylan just doing work to put the team on his back. Bombing from Buddy. Brian serves it nicely still, though. He gets so much damage in that. May's able to run in. Meso is in as well. They just clean it up. It's basically just 3 players go in and completely destroy that Feila combo.
Alright, there we go. Back in red. The points looking mighty in control now after all is said and done after this fight. Not a big advantage maybe, but we've seen what they can do from this position before, even without an Ubercharge being involved much yet, so all looking good. I love the fact that Mezzo is holding open the shutter door while invisible, and Brian just kind of has to know there's a sniper there. But what are you gonna shoot? You don't know where he's standing. Awful situation, you know where to spy it, but you can't do much about it when taking a literal blind shot. So Mezzo able to get where he wants to be, got some good damage out of it as well. Medic barely alive, lucky for them. Mezzo was in the low ground, not on the high ground. Couldn't actually clean up the medic, just waiting to die. It almost felt like up there. Layla gets away with a scare in the end, and all of them actually just get away with it in the end. Sit there for a little while, very terrified of the damage, and the damage isn't ever ending, it looks like, either, but again, they're staying alive just about.
Yeah, it's okay, but now Kanga's gone down. Joe got taken out by Jackie Legs. Like he's going to find Raylan as well. It's just a few players here and there. Now there's not going to be too many to hold this defense up. It's probably going to have to be an Uber onto Walker, holding close to the point. Some cap time already for SDCK. It's a decent trade for SDCK. Actually, Yawn. It's going to have to take a lot of flashes. It's slightly longer, but yeah, Yawn does get found, and Jackie Legs is just in the perfect position as always to backstab that combo. No escape from the Jackie Legs rockets, and SDCK gonna take back control of the point in the round.
Yeah, looking good. Only 30 seconds behind. Not too big a deal for SDCK. Oh, there's a stab again. The medic just arrived to lobby. Medic just waiting for them, and the soldier didn't realize in time what's going on. Looked to spy that in the eye while the stab already happened. Now you just need the quickest sack wave you've ever seen to bring anything back of this one, and preferably also have most of your people survive in the end. This is taking a lot now to bring this one back. Minute deficit. A couple of kills are ringing through already. Sniper going down. Not what you like to see whatsoever, but the space is being made. They're getting in deep. And SDCK has to respect it. They want DKZ to be out alive in this one, so they're just deciding to let them escape. Why is Joe sitting on the teleport? I hate this. Don't do that at home, kids. You will get telefragged.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that Nebu moment. But anyway, the Uber is coming in. It's going to be Buddy cleaning up Joe Walker, XE all down. T-Borden stays in as well, but it's enough time to buy Jackie Legs. Basically finds the rocket onto Layla. Just delay, yawn. Little bit impatient with his air blast, and Jackie Legs finds the frag he wanted, and now Feila have just 5 seconds to get on the point. I don't think it's going to happen here.
Oh, last to to point. They have a bit of overtime to play with. That's all they're gonna get. Mind you, with 140 left, DKZ can get this Uber up even if they give up space. They have the power position this round. Likey going deep on Sniper already. Get the med kill as well. We're just waiting in the shutter door. And anytime looking at the Sniper, trying to kill that guy, it's just time wasted not getting to point. They're not making it back in time. SDCK with a dominating 3-on map to looking really solid. And not any and all notions that they might have struggled with this map in the past. Certainly not coming true today whatsoever. At least not in the favor of Feila eSports anyway. Making a statement that they are looking strong, going towards players despite some hiccups on the way.
Yeah, Jackie Legs doing 491 DPM at 26 frags. He just continuing to pop off. He did so much work in that show match on Sunday, and continuing that performance, it shows he is the dominant specimen at the moment.
I guess it's not surprising to see Rylan be among the top frags of Feila in this game, despite how it went in the end. Really good, impactful stuff there, just too little of it, right? And that's not really necessarily spiteful. It was a short game, so how much can you really do in the end as well, while just continuing to lose, while never really getting put into good positions necessarily, where you can play with your team too much, because they had very little time to take this forward. So what Rylan did with what little they were given is, it's an honest piece of work, I would say, despite playing against the odds here, quite frankly.
Yeah, basically every stat in SDCK's favour. More kills, more damage, more Ubers, won all the mid-fights. Not really anything to
except
take away.
For T-Borden, who was a good pyro main and didn't feed while they were rolling the enemy team.
I want to just give a big shout out to you, to Dr_, for this cast. Been great stuff, and if you want to support KritzKast, you can obviously sub here and also go over to Gamer Subs, and there is caffeine and anime there for you. Use the KritzKast discount code to help support us. Those are all the ways you can do it, and we thank you very much for the support. But aside from that, it's going to be good night.
Twitch Prime.